What's up, everybody? Welcome back. It's Marie here. I hope you guys are having a wonderful new year. It is currently January 3rd. I'm so used to still being in December, I guess, as everybody else is. So I'm just kind of trying to keep track of my days. Anyway, I have a new goal for this year, and one of those goals is to be more consistent on my channel. So what I'm going to do as I'm working on new material and putting all of that together, I'm going to go ahead and kind of retell some stories that I've told before. Maybe you haven't heard these stories, maybe you have. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you are returning, thank you so much, guys, for coming back. It is so much appreciated, and I'm so glad that you have stuck with me through all of these years. Most likely, the majority of the videos that I will be posting in the month of January will be short and sweet. Maybe there'll be one or two videos that will be of the same story, just a continuation, or maybe multiple experiences of what I had in a certain location. And that's going to be what this particular video will be about. It's going to be a 2-part series. Actually, maybe a 3-part series, but right now for sure, a 2-part. So let's get into it. So this particular story takes place in a motel that I worked at in Kalispell, Montana. It's just a motel. It's been around for at least 50 plus years. It's got some sketchy energy about it. I mean, you've got a lot of transients coming in and out, like people who just the best way to describe it is you've got people who are just kind of down on their luck sometimes, and they need a place to stay. They can't get a house, or they can't rent an apartment for whatever reason. Some people are addicted to some substances, and they're just kind of down on their luck. And then you've got your average traveler who's coming in from out of town and just needs a place to stay for the nights. This particular one, it wasn't my main job. It wasn't the main place that I worked, but it was one of those that I did. I worked a couple of days out of the week, but definitely whenever you went into the building, there was just this almost stickiness to it, this weird sticky energy. Maybe it had to do with, there's the pools, right there as you kind of walk in. So this particular event happened on my first day there. So anytime that I start a new location or I start a new job, just in general, I don't care what it is. I don't know why, but I always ask, is this place haunted? And this particular motel, the gal that was training me that night, she just plainly said, yeah, she's had some experiences. And then, we began the night, our, the training, and right behind us were the CCTVs, so we could see what was going on in the motel. We could see upstairs, downstairs, and, outside in the parking lot. Well, really quick, to break down how this motel is set up. So you walk in the door, and if you were to continue to walk forward, you could either go to the first level floor, and then if you keep going, forward, over to your left-hand side, there's a door. Walk through the door. It's an empty room that used to be an old gaming room. And then there's another door inside of that room that leads you to the pools. If you were to go, when you walk in the door, if you were to go slightly to your right, you'd go up some stairs, and that's, the upstairs room, the upstairs level. On this particular night, and then if you come in and you go left, that gets you to the lobby area and the breakfast area. And right behind the breakfast area, actually surrounded by it, you've got windows. The windows behind the breakfast area, you could see the pools. So that's where the pools are. And then over to the left-hand side, or kind of the end of the breakfast area, is a window to that empty gaming room. Okay, and then you've got the front desk. So you walk in, take a left, a sharp left, and you get to the front desk, which is in the lobby. We were standing behind the front desk, and we're talking, and she's actually telling me a story of a different location in this same town that has known to be haunted, and she was telling me some experiences about it, and I was like, oh, that's cool. It's like one of the main grocery stores in the area. Pardon me. So I digress. So we're standing there, and we're talking, and she's kind of going through, she's telling me the stories, and she's also, telling me, guiding me through what I need to do for work, how to check people in, how this particular system works, what the nightly duties are and whatnot, and all that fun stuff. So as we're standing there talking, I'm kind of like this, and she's in front of me, and the TVs are right here. Well, something caught something out of the corner of my eye, and I turned and I looked at the TVs. So I'm looking at the TVs. I kid you not, there are 3 people that are standing there by that pull door, and they all have black hoodies on. They've got the hoodies up, like just your average, hoodie. It's just a black sweatshirt hoodie with the hoods pulled up, and that's what they are. And they're just standing like, just 3 people just kind of huddled together. We looked at each other and I'm like, the fuck? So we didn't hear anything. We didn't see anybody walk by, nothing like that. But we ran over there to see what they were doing because it's like the middle of the night. We run over there. Nobody's there. Nobody. Not a soul. So we go back over there to the front desk, and we just, for the rest of the night, well, she ended up leaving, but for the rest of the night, I'm there. And I'm like, this is my first night at this location. I'm excited that there's been some activity, but also I'm like, holy shit, it's my first night. And we've already seen something within the first hour that I get there. It was just insane. And then from then on, I worked there for a good maybe 6 months, maybe, I don't know. Every now and again, I had different experiences, and those I'm going to share in other videos. So that's what I was saying. This is probably going to be a part 2 or part 3, because the events that took place at this particular motel were unlike any of the others that I experienced. So it still sits with me today, and I'm excited to tell you about the next one, the next experience. So yeah, there was nobody. Oh, I forgot to mention that we actually went back and we looked at those videos. Nobody was going out of the back. Nobody was going out of the front. Nobody went into the pool, and nobody went upstairs. So we don't know what the hell we saw. All that we know is in that video, in that CCTV that was right behind us, there were 3 people right there in that TV. And we were close enough to be able to hear something if there were actual people over there. It doesn't matter if they're talking or walking or whatever. If they're around the corner and they're where they were, we would have heard something. We would have definitely heard them if they were running away or walking away. And I don't know, man. That was the trippiest. Actually, that wasn't the trippiest event at that location, but it was definitely, it set the mood for the remainder of my time there. So thank you guys again. I cannot wait to film another video. You're probably going to see my Halloween shirt. I don't care. I'm wearing Halloween earrings because it's literally Halloween every day. We even had our pumpkins up still during Christmas. So, all right, Halloween. But thank you guys so much, and I will see you next time.